Welcome to Veltrix, your daily tech and AI news roundup for February 19th, 2026. Google is making headlines again today with Gemini 3.1 Pro, and this update is more interesting than it sounds. For the first time, Google is bringing adjustable reasoning directly into the hands of everyday users, letting you dial up how hard the AI thinks depending on what you need. That is a genuinely new idea. But we have a lot more ground to cover today. Hundreds of companies got hit through AI tools they already trusted. Nvidia is planting roots in India before startups even exist. Password managers may not be as private as advertised, and VMware users are still running for the exits. 6 stories, 8 minutes. Let us get into it. Story 1 is Google's Gemini 3.1 Pro, and the most interesting detail is not just that it launched. It is what is inside it. For the first time, Google is shipping a Gemini model with 3 adjustable levels of reasoning, bringing a scaled-down version of its powerful DeepThink system into its everyday workhorse AI. Think of reasoning levels like gears on a bike. Low gear gets you somewhere fast with minimal effort. High gear powers you up a steep hill. Gemini 3.1 Pro now lets you choose the gear based on your task. Quick question, quick answer. Complex research or detailed analysis, crank up the reasoning and let the model work methodically through the problem. This also marks the first time Google has released a point 1 revision to a Gemini model, a signal that they are shifting toward faster, more frequent iterative improvements rather than waiting for major version leaps. That is a meaningful change in strategy, and it suggests Google intends to keep Gemini competitive through continuous updates going forward. Story 2 is the cybersecurity story of the week, and it is a genuinely alarming one. Over 700 organizations have been hit by attackers exploiting a blind spot most security teams never considered. The AI engines powering customer experience tools like chatbots and survey platforms. Here is how the attack works. These CX platforms constantly ingest unstructured data, survey responses, call transcripts, form submissions. Attackers figured out they can poison that data stream with hidden malicious instructions. The AI inside the platform reads those instructions and executes them across connected business systems like payroll platforms, CRMs, and payment tools. The Sales Loft and Drift breach from August 2025 is the clearest example, where stolen OAuth tokens gave attackers a foothold through GitHub. The core lesson here is important. When you give an AI tool access to your business systems, you are trusting not just the tool, but everything it reads. Attackers are now weaponizing that trust at scale, and most security teams are not watching for it yet. Story 3 takes a wider look at Gemini 3.1 Pro through TechCrunch's lens, and the headline says it clearly. Record benchmark scores. Again. Google has now done this twice in quick succession. Gemini 3, launched just months ago, already ranked among the top AI models in the world. Now, Gemini 3.1 Pro has landed and pushed those numbers even further. For beginners, AI benchmarks are standardized tests that measure how well a model reasons, reads, codes, and solves problems. They are imperfect, but they give the industry a common language for comparing models. When a model breaks records across multiple benchmarks, it means it is objectively outperforming what came before it on structured evaluations. What makes Google's situation interesting is the pace. 2 record-breaking models in quick succession signals that Google has found a development rhythm that is working. The AI race at the frontier is not a single sprint. It is a series of sprints happening back-to-back. Right now, Google appears to be winning more of them than it is losing, and the rest of the field is taking notice. Story 4 shifts our focus to Nvidia, and a strategic move that is worth paying attention to. Nvidia is deepening its push into India's AI startup ecosystem, announcing new partnerships designed to connect with founders at the earliest possible stage, in some cases before their companies are even officially incorporated. This is not a routine sponsorship play. It is a deliberate long-term loyalty strategy. By becoming the first major infrastructure partner a founder ever works with, Nvidia is betting those builders will keep using Nvidia chips and platforms as their companies grow, raise capital, and scale. India is one of the fastest growing tech markets in the world, with a massive and expanding pool of engineering talent and a government actively investing in AI infrastructure. Getting there early and at the grassroots level is smart positioning. For anyone thinking about the global AI landscape, this story is a reminder that the race is not just about who builds the best model today. It is also about who owns the relationships and the infrastructure that the next generation of AI companies is built on. Story 5 is a security story that affects almost everyone watching this video right now. Password managers have long marketed themselves on a concept called zero knowledge, the idea that even the company running the service cannot see the passwords you store in it. It sounds airtight. A new report reveals it does not always hold up. The issue is that a server-side compromise can potentially expose user vaults in ways the zero-knowledge marketing does not fully account for. The encryption protects data in transit, but if an attacker gains access to the right systems at the right moment, the vault contents may not be as protected as users assume. This is not a reason to stop using password managers. They are still far safer than reusing weak passwords everywhere. But it is a reason to understand what you are actually trusting, to use strong, unique master passwords, and to watch for breach notifications closely. The transparency question this report raises about how these companies communicate their own vulnerabilities is equally important and worth watching. And Story 6 rounds out today with a business story that has major implications for enterprise technology. A new survey finds that the majority of VMware users are still actively working to reduce their dependence on the platform, and that process is accelerating, not slowing down. If you need the backstory, Broadcom acquired VMware and quickly overhauled the licensing model in ways that dramatically increased costs for many organizations. The backlash was immediate, and it has not faded. Companies are now exploring alternative virtualization platforms rather than accepting Broadcom's new terms. The most revealing detail in the report is this. A CloudBolt analysis suggests Broadcom's strategy may never have been designed to retain every customer. Losing the smaller and mid-sized accounts while locking in the largest enterprise spenders may have been the plan all along. For anyone in IT or enterprise technology, this is a case study in what happens when a major acquisition prioritizes short-term revenue extraction over long-term customer trust. The VMware exodus is still very much underway. And that is your news roundup for February 19th, 2026. Google is iterating faster than ever with Gemini 3.1 Pro and its tunable reasoning engine. Attackers are poisoning the AI tools your organization already trusted. Nvidia is planting its flag in India before the next wave of AI startups even has a name. Password managers are not as airtight as advertised, and the VMware exodus is still accelerating with no sign of stopping. 6 stories, 1 channel, plain English every single day. If any of today's stories surprised you, drop it in the comments right now. I read every one.